The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing? All right, Meek Mill, still doing interviews. I think he's out in Philly doing them. Last time I checked, well, he was a couple of days ago doing interviews in his hometown. And of course, they're asking him any and everything. You don't get Meek Mill in for an interview often. So when you got him, take advantage of it. When you got a Meek Mill in town, you should get any question you got off your chest. And we know one thing's for certain, over the last couple years, I don't think any rapper's name has come up more in the mess than Meek Mill's. We talking about Drake. We talking about his girlfriend at the time, Nicki Minaj. If we're talking about the incident with The Game and Sean Kingston, if we're talking about the incident with Beanie Siegel, if we're talking about Meek just being Meek, his name has come up probably more than anybody. And also give the brother credit. He's also a dope MC. By the way, his project, Wins and Losses, starting to grow on me. That We Ball record, I said this in one of my prior videos, one of my favorite records of Meek Mill all time. Him and Thug got together and they put together a classic record, and I believe the video's out as well. So if you haven't checked out Meek Mill's Wins and Losses, check it out right now. I believe his final first week sale, the album sales came out to be about 98,000. Title was a late entry into the ball game. So I believe that's kind of where Meek said with it. From a numbers standpoint, first week, that would put him at third. For albums behind Tyler the Creator, which would means he's number 2 in hip hop, and number 1 was like Lena, so he's number 3 overall for the first week sales. But I think Meek's project is going to stick around more than those two projects did in their first week. All right, so while Meek was doing interviews, they were asking him about Trick Daddy. And for those who don't know, Trick Daddy got on his Instagram account and he popped off after Meek in his Hot 97 interview with Ebro in the Morning and Laura Styles. Meek was like, we kind of started that Miami yacht life culture. That was the Dream Chasers who put that onto the scene like that. Trick Daddy took offense to that. He's a Miami native and he reps Miami hard. And Trick Daddy was like, ever since you lost Nicki Minaj, you've been tripping. And then he was kind of like, nigga, you can't come to Miami. You banned from Miami. The irony is that Meek Mill had a show that night in Miami. Meek did go through with the show, or was there maybe a walkthrough, and he collected the bag, then left, and then he went to Philly and did interviews. And I think earlier in the week, he was like, man, when they asked him about Trick Daddy, he was like, man, my OGs don't do that. I come from an era where when you got a problem with somebody, you go talk to them about it. You don't get on social media. That's pretty ironic because Meek has handled a lot of his issues on social media, but that's another conversation for another day. And then in this recent interview, Meek was like, ain't nobody banning me from Miami. Y'all ain't even banned George Zimmerman from Florida, and he killed Trayvon. And that's actually a decent point, right? That's actually a decent point. If we couldn't get rid of George Zimmerman or people who are criminals, what makes you think we're going to live out this ban from a artist, Trick Daddy, he's closer to 40, right? Or he's in his 40s. What makes you think one person can send out a ban on an artist in 2017? Now, I do believe back in the day, in the 90s, if a big rapper say, look, don't come here, I do believe you're gonna see some kind of tension when you're in town. We hear stories about Pac when he was on the East Coast, and when Biggie was on the West Coast, there was tension. But I don't think in this era where niggas don't even get along in their same hoods, you can't expect a whole city to be against an artist that they might like, love, or be indifferent about, if you not putting money in their pockets. What is Trick gonna do? Put money in everybody, all the street dudes' pockets to make sure that Meek doesn't come in town? I just think that's pretty difficult. He wanted to touch Meek, he could, but we ain't advocating that kind of violence for anybody. And I hope this is deaded. You know, Meek loves it out there in Miami. You always see him on Snap, Instagram out there. On that yacht life. He loves the bikes and all that, and Miami's a great spot to do all that stuff. I want your opinions on this. Subscribers, y'all the ones that hold me down, all 77,000. We're closing in on 100,000. When I get to 100,000 subscribers, we're giving away a PlayStation. Talk to me in the comment box below. Can a person or a big time rapper or prominent figure in a city, is it still possible to get another artist or person banned? I want your opinions. I don't believe it's possible, Maybe you guys have seen or heard otherwise. Some street dudes get in my comment section, talk to me. Have y'all seen some shit? Is it still possible to get somebody banned from your city? I want to know. Talk to me. Comment box below. Subscribe to my channel for more exclusive content if you ain't subscribed thus far. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I do not take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.